Welcome back, viewers. Operation Sindhu, remember, has been a mission which was launched to avenge, obviously, the loss of 26 innocent lives in Pahalgam and also teach Pakistan and their supporters a lesson, a message which was given to them. India will maintain a zero-tolerance approach when it comes to terror. Multiple strikes were launched on Pakistan, first their terror infrastructure and then their air defense systems and finally their air bases. Pakistan tried to defend itself with Turkey-made weapons only to fail miserably in front of alert Indian defense forces. But now that action has been taken against Pakistan, what about their supporters? Remember, viewers, Turkey has not only voiced its support for Pakistan but has also armed them with weapons. We're talking of the Songa drones, and also other armed drones, which are just some of the Turkish weapons that are in Pakistan's arsenal, which Islamabad has been using to counter India's war against terror. Top sources are now telling Times Now that the government has planned a multi-pronged strategy to act against Turkey. This includes scaling down of business ties with Turkey and also flights to and from Turkey, which could possibly be scaled down. We are also getting to know that some ground handling firms from Turkey, they are also under the scanner of the government.
I think with Turkey, we've always thought that if we intensify the economic relationship, then that will give them another reason for not openly supporting Pakistan the way they do. But I think now that all this has come out so clearly, I think the economic angle should be completely cut down. But that will hit Turkey hard. Already we have seen that when Indian tour operators are cancelling all the tours going to Turkey, the Turkish airlines are putting out great posters and messages telling Indian tourists, no, please come, the people of Turkey, they love you and they don't bother about political and stuff like that. So obviously it's hurting them and we should go ahead full steam on that and cut off all the economic ties that we have tried to build up.
And one of the firms under the government's radar, now that firm is Salabha India, an aviation company that basically handles ground operations in 9 airports across India. This includes the airports of Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai and Hyderabad. The firm handles critical functions in high security zones and also the cargo at the national capital. I'm talking of the Delhi International Airport, viewers. The centre at the moment is closely reviewing the role of the firm and now demands have also been made to ensure that the firm's contract is terminated by the Mumbai airport.
मुंबई एयरपोर्ट पे तुर्किश देश की एक कंपनी जो मुंबई एयरपोर्ट का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चलाती है, उसके खिलाफ शिवसेना ने मोर्चा किया था और जो एयरपोर्ट के सीईओ मिस्टर झा, उनको हमने निवेदन दिया है कि इसको 10 दिन के अंदर इसका एग्रीमेंट आप कैंसिल करिए और इसका एग्रीमेंट कैंसिल करने के बाद इनको यहाँ से हद पार करिए। उसका कारण ऐसा है कि वो देश पाकिस्तान को मदद करता है।
And remember, viewers, what we are witnessing today follows the nationwide calls to boycott Turkey as a tourist destination, one that could have huge ramification on Turkey's economy. Go cold Turkey. When it comes to the tourism support, they could lose massive amount of business, viewers. On the right side of the screen, we are putting out those numbers. Remember, 2024, it was 62.2 million foreign tourists, including lakhs and lakhs of tourists from India. That was a 20.7% increase since 2023. Total tourism revenue was $61.1 billion. That's what Turkey is, earning. Indian expenditure itself, $291.6 million. That's the latest, coming in. So Turkey obviously has a lot to lose when it comes to obviously these boycott Turkey calls. And remember, as far as the government is concerned, possibly sources telling us they could also ensure that those countries which back Pakistan, they end up paying a price. They feel the pinch as well. Pragya is joining us, live on the broadcast. Pragya, we heard what happened to all the Turkish drones, all the Turkish missiles, how they, failed against India. But now Turkey obviously has come out openly in support of Pakistan. We are getting to know source-based information. Obviously, the government's possible, multi-pronged strategy to act against Turkey. Give us the details of this strategy which the government is planning to devise now to ensure that Pakistani backers, countries like Turkey, also end up feeling the pinch.
Well, government has also spoken about non-militarily strategy against Pakistan and the friends of Pakistan who are openly standing against India with the terror nation Pakistan. So this is one of the non-military action that the government has also taken. You need to break the backbone of the economy of that particular country. Remember what Prime Minister did with Maldives without even uttering a word. He went to Lakshadweep and said, the tourism should come to this. There are pristine beaches. And many of those who were nationalists, who had this sentiment that Maldives is not doing right with the India, they cancelled their vacation. And our tourism is very big, in fact, contributing heavily to such nations like Turkey and also to nations like Maldives. So same strategy, we are towing the same line in a way where government openly is not saying anything, but there are many third channels. In fact, many of the trading sites, many of the trading partners, be it Himachal Apple Growers Association, be it Make My Trip, they are all witnessing cancellation surge on their platforms. Many of the travelers who believe that they are nationalists, the sentiment of it, why should we contribute to a nation which is providing military hardware to Pakistan, a terror sponsoring nation. So this is the general feeling among the people, and in fact government is also welcoming this sentiment, not saying anything openly right now, but this is also a sentiment that government and the officials are really welcoming right now, that this is how you should tell the world that we stand with our own country irrespective of what you do, and if you do anything against India, you will have to bear the brunt. You are going to face economical backlash from the India, and that is going to hurt you the most. In fact, when it comes to economy, many nations compromise, and in fact they try to negotiate, and this could be one of the pressure tactics that India can do as far as Turkey is concerned.
So absolutely, Turkey is going to be taught a lesson according to sources. Pragya was giving us all those exclusive details, but what's happening, when it comes to internal politics, the country, viewers, is demanding calls for boycott.